Hey there, Four States. This is Luke Taylor, and welcome to today's edition of the KNEO Community Connection. We're so glad you tuned in because we want to tell you about a great event that's coming up this weekend in Neosho. We have on the phone with us Donna Hood, and she's one of the organizers for the Relay for Life right here in Neosho, Missouri. Hey, Donna, thanks for joining us on the radio.
Oh, sure. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, so what do you want people to know about the event coming up?
First of all, what I want them to know this year, something different. We are going to be set up downtown on our historic square. All of the merchants downtown have been very receptive to letting us set up down there, and I understand several of them are going to be painting the town purple with their windows and some type of decorations, perhaps. So we're just really excited that we can be set up down there.
Yeah, so normally it would be at the high school track, but this year people need to go to the downtown square. So if they're used to going to the Relay for Life, this is going to be kind of some new sights for them.
Yes, it is. And for us, we kind of are calling it back to Relay with COVID that wanted to visit all of us. For 2 years, we have not been able to do a relay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In 2020, we did what we called a drive-by luminaria ceremony in front of the high school. And that was well received, and we did raise some money. And in fact, that year in the state of Missouri, we were one of the only areas that did participate in a relay. And so now we're excited. We're just kind of like starting over and reinventing how we set up and what kind of activities we do. And we just think it's all going to be very positive.
Yeah, definitely. And so the Relay for Life, it looks like, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it getting started at 6 p.m.?
Yes, that is our opening ceremony. However, we are going for planning at 5 o'clock to have everything set up. We've got games for children. We've got a raffle on a TV. We've got silent auction. We will be selling luminaria bags if you have not been able to purchase before. The Weston building is our headquarters for our survivors to come and say, hey, I'm here, get me signed in. Caroline Perigo is in charge of our survivors, and she and Tim have a lot of activities planned inside the Weston building for our survivors. Okay.
Yeah, and so that's going to be this Saturday. It's so kicking off at 6 o'clock there for the main event. And do people need to sign up ahead of time, or do they just go to that Weston building as soon as they arrive?
Well, we have already had 67 survivors sign up in advance, and that's a great number. You can sign up the day of the event, or it can be done by signing up at our website.
Okay. And do you have that website on hand, or is that something they should Google?
I sure do. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready with that.
Go ahead and let people know about that.
Okay. It's www.relayforlife.org/Newton County Mo.
Okay, Newton County Mo.
It is a little bit long, but you can also Google, look for an event, put in our zip code 64850, and it will take you around and get you there. We have one other option for our survivors. We have a number they can call and register that way. And so that number is 800-227-2345. Yes, it will start out automated, but if you dial option 2 on your phone, you will get a live person that is willing to help you get registered as a survivor for our event.
Okay. And so this is a great event for people. I know it's a very meaningful event for a lot of people. Yes. If they've beaten cancer, if they've know someone in their family who's had that fight. Right. And so can you speak to that before we go today too?
Yes. Cancer just doesn't leave any family out, is the way it looks to me. Mm-hmm. If your family has not been touched by this horrible disease, I am very pleased and grateful for you. As for my family, we have had several members that have heard that diagnosis, you had cancer. I will say that I am a survivor of 26 years, and that makes me feel good, but I want everyone to be a survivor. Mm-hmm. Probably in 2010 could have been one of the most difficult years for me when my 6-year-old granddaughter, Claire Hood, was diagnosed with a lymphoma. I do want to say proudly, she's 19 years old now, a sophomore in college, and a picture of health. And I have to think that what we do for Relay for Life and the money we raise, I just have to think that has something to do with me still getting to enjoy my granddaughter. That for me is a driving force. And of course, for myself, I'm glad to be a survivor. And I have several other close family members that are also survivors. Mm-hmm. So these funds that we raise, and the majority of it does go for research, but without the funds to do research, we are not going to have the drugs to help control and put people in remission. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of one of the reasons that I will relay till I can't relay. I have actually worked with the American Cancer Society since back in the early 70s when my mother, who was also a cancer survivor for a short time, worked with it. We did door-to-door campaigns in Neosho until we moved to the relay, and that was in 1996. So we have some history here with Relay for Life in our community. And actually this year for the event, we have 15 teams that are registered. Of those 15, 10 of them will be setting up at the relay. As I said earlier, we've got 67 survivors registered, and we have with that total, we have a total of 135 participants registered for the event. So I've got a great team. Dana Eads is my co-part for leadership. And then we have a great committee, different ones work in different areas. We have our survivorship, which I mentioned is Caroline. And then we have an accounting group. We have a logistics group. We have a great silent auction that's going to be set up. A lot of donations in there from businesses in our community. And so you can come down and bid on an item there. And all of those funds also go to our Relay for Life.
It sounds like there's a lot of ways the community can come together this weekend and support cancer survivors and those who are still in the fight against cancer and help get, as you said, the pharmaceuticals, the research that people need to be able to fight this disease. And that's going to be this Saturday, September the 9th. Yes. And it's going to go from 6 to 10 p.m., I believe. And so,
yes.
Yeah.
We do have two wonderful speakers I'd like to mention for our survivor ceremony. We've got Reba Burt, who will be speaking around 7 o'clock, telling her story. And then our Luminaria ceremony is at 9 o'clock. And the family of Bill Dobbs will be speaking, talking about their dad's journey with his cancer.
Okay, so a lot of ways that people can come together this weekend, and you know, even if they haven't fought cancer themselves or had someone in their family, one of the lucky ones, as you said, but they might be listening. They might say, "Well, I still want to do something to help." They can come donate, participate in the silent auction. Yes. Lots of things for them to do this weekend. So.
Lots of things for them to do, and we've got face painting, so everyone might want to take on a different look that night.
So it's a lot of fun stuff for the kids then too to come on out. And so, hey, Donna Hood, thank you so much for taking some time today to tell us about this event.
Sure, I'm glad, and thank you for asking me.
Again, this is the KNEO Community Connection, and so we appreciate our listeners tuning in today. Don't forget, it's this Saturday, September 9th, and come on out, have a great time. This is the Back to Relay for Life this year, and so you don't want to miss it.